children, welcome to Literature with Rachana. Today we will be studying Unit 3 of Class 6, The Starting Point, which is an extract from The Race of My Life by Milkha Singh with Sonia Sanwalka. So let me begin with the paragraph where we have information regarding Milkha Singh. Milkha Singh, who is also known as the Flying Sikh, is a former Indian track and field sprinter, means he was a very good runner. He represented India in the Commonwealth Games in 1958 and in Summer Olympic Games of 1956, 1960 and 1964. As a child, he used to run 10 kilometers to school and back, so running long distances came naturally to him. He was used to run 10 kilometers daily, where he was going to school and coming back to home. So, these distances came naturally to him. In his youth, he joined the army, where he was introduced to running as a sport, which was already in him. Having found his calling on the track, Milkha Singh went on to win several accolades. Accolades means prizes, because he was continuously performing very good, and that's why he was winning several prizes for India at various international events. He is the best remembered for his 4th place finish in the 400 meters final at the 1960 Olympic Games. He was best remembered for his 400-meter race, where he stood 4th. His 4th place time of 45.73 seconds, it means less than 1 minute, became the Indian national record then and was held for almost 40 years. That was the introduction of Milkha Singh. Let me start. Paragraph number 1. 3 fortunate incidents that occurred in January 1953. Okay, he is telling about the fortunate incidents happened in 1953. What was that? When I was a new recruit in the army, he joined the army in 1953, and that time changed the course of my life, gave him the goal of his life. After the morning roll call, one Saturday, there was an announcement that a 6-mile race was to be held the next day. All 500 recruits would participate in the event. The top 10 would be exempted from fattage duty and be given a glass of milk every day during the training period. In this paragraph, the red color words are roll call, calling out the list of names of recruits to check who is there, means taking attendance. Exempted means excused from doing a particular duty. Which kind of duty? Fattage duty. What's the meaning of fattage duty? It means duties such as cleaning and cooking carried out in fattages. That is, loose clothes instead of uniforms. They were wearing different clothes while they are doing such kind of duties. So in this paragraph, he's telling that one morning when he joined the army, one means a person who is taking attendance, he announced that there will be a 6-mile race on Sunday, the next day, and all the recruits will be taking the participation. And he also announced that top 10, those who will win, will be exempted from the routine duties and they will be given a glass of milk every day during the training period. This was the reward of winning. Next paragraph. The next morning, we reported at the starting line wearing canvas shoes, vests and khaki shorts. The whistle below and we set off, filled with the sense of mission. I ran as fast as I could. The reward of getting a glass of milk was a big treat for me, as I had suffered great want and deprivation in my childhood. So we will study till here. What is in this paragraph? He is telling the next morning, means on Sunday, they all joined there in the starting line. They were wearing dresses like canvas shoes, vest and khaki shorts. And when they were waiting for the whistle, as soon as the whistle blew, they all set off, filled with a sense of mission. Sense of mission means a feeling that we had that he was doing a very important task. Okay, a sense of mission means we are having a kind of important task that we need to complete. I ran as fast. He is telling that I ran as fast as to get the glass of milk. Why he was participating, and he was it was very important to win because he wanted the glass of milk. For a glass of milk was a very big treat for him. Why? Because in his childhood he has suffered a lot. He was very poor, and that's why he was very poor, and that's why he faced such a difficulties that he wanted a glass of milk. Next, we will see I took the lead in the first 2 or 3 miles. I would rest a while if I felt tired and then run again. When I saw others catching up, luck was with me that day, and I finished 6th in the race. In this paragraph, he is telling that when the race started, I was in the first 2 or 3 miles. I was first. 2 to 3 miles, he was first. Very fast he was running. I would rest. He was taking rest if he felt like tired. And then he was running again when he was watching like others are catching him up. And he's telling that luck was with him that day because he finished 6th in the race. He stood 6th. Let me see that 4th paragraph. The names of the 10 recruits who qualified were announced before a large gathering of almost 300 people. Friends, even strangers, widely applauded and thumped me on my back, shouting, "Shabash!" I was quite overwhelmed by the attention and appreciation I received that night. And this incident became a starting point of my career as an athlete. In this paragraph, he's telling that after winning the race, what happened? The names were announced. The names were announced before a large gathering. Around 300 people were there. Not only friends, strangers were also there. They were applauded, they were clapping, shouting for them, and speaking shabash. Shabash is a Hindi word. While watching all these things, I was quite overwhelmed. It is telling that Milkha was quite overwhelmed, means emotionally touched. He was emotionally touched by the attention of and appreciation. And he's telling that this incident only was the starting point of my career as an athlete. Let me see the next paragraph. As part of our training, we had to run 6 miles every day. I eagerly looked forward to the end of the practice session. Why? When we would get the promised glass of milk. It was their daily task to run for 6 miles, and he was eagerly waiting to finish the task. Why? Because after finishing the task, they are getting a glass of milk as a reward. Our instructor was Havaldar Gurdev Singh, who had been with the army for about 15 years. Although his task was to train new recruits, he was a good runner himself, and he continued to participate in races. Now here he is giving introduction of the Havaldar Gurdev Singh, who was the instructor of the army, the trainees, and what he was doing. He was about, in the field he was about 15 years, and his task was to train new recruits. And he was not only training them, giving them training, but also he was participating in the races. Next paragraph. In this paragraph, we have the explanation, we have the introduction of Gurdev, how kind of the person was. Gurudev was a taciturn, no-nonsense kind of man. His tough exterior hid his softer, gentle side. He would run with us during training sessions, prodding us with danda, shouting, "Run, boys, run!" He ran for our regiment. I strongly believe that he was instrumental in motivating me to strive to become a world class athlete. Even today, when I think of his danda, I bow my head in respect. So let's see the meaning. Taciturn. Taciturn means a reserved person who does not speak so much. No nonsense means also serious kind of person. Okay, his tough exterior hid his softer, gentle side. It means he was looking very strict, but actually it was not. He was very gentle. Prodding. Prodding means urging, encouraging the people with the good words, gently urging them. Danda means a stick. Regiment means a unit of soldiers. Instrumental means playing an important part in getting something done or achieving something. Now, in this paragraph, he is telling that Gurudev was very serious, very less talkative kind of person. He was looking very strict, but it was not. It was not. He was not harsh. He was very gentle inside, but he was never shown it to others. He was telling that when he was giving training to the trainers, means recruits, he was encouraging them with the danda, with the good words like "Run, boys, run." And it was looking like he is the instrumental. He is the person who is motivating all to become a world-class athletes. And also he is telling that whenever I am thinking about his danda, he is having a respect for that also. Let me move on to 7th paragraph. 6 weeks into our training, the Central held a cross-country race. In this event, Gurudev came first and I came second. Again, I became the cynosure of all eyes. I was 20 or 21 at that time, but looked much younger. I was asked to take part in the brigade meet in Hyderabad, where I was asked to run in the 400-meter event. I was greatly surprised because I did not even know what 400-meter meant. I had always run 6 miles. Let me go through first till here. And this till here, he's telling like 6 months were gone, and now the center held a cross-country race. They organized a cross-country race. What's the meaning of cross-country race? It's across fields or open country and not on roads or on a track. It's an open field, not on track. In this event, Gurudev came first and he stood second. Again, what cynosure means? Cynosure means a person who is the focus of everyone's attention. He was getting good name and fame. He was the apple of everyone's eye, becoming. He's telling that I was 20 to 21 years old, but not looking like that. He was looking younger than that, than his actual age. Again, I was asked to take part in the brigade meet. Once he was asked to take part in a meet in Hyderabad. And he was also asked to run 400-meter event. Now, he was not known. He is telling that I was surprised because he was not known about what is and how much the 400-meter means. Because he always run for 6 miles. Let me see the next lines. But it was during the brigade meet that the second incident occurred, which made me even more determined to become a good athlete. In the beginning, he said 3 fortunate incidents. So this is the second one. And what is that? He is telling that during that brigade meet, that thing happened. What? That even more determined to become a good athlete. Gave him inspiration to become a good athlete. What was that? In the first practice run in Hyderabad, I took off my canvas shoes and ran barefoot. He ran barefoot. Gurudev clapped his hands for me to start. And I did. And clocked 63 seconds. I was eager to run 4 more rounds. After all, that was what I was used to, running 6 miles every day. He was telling it was very short distance to run for 400 meters because he was used to run for 6 miles daily. So, running a quarter mile seemed far too easy. As he was running 6 miles, so 400 meter was very easy to him. I continued to practice for many days to improve my time, and soon I was running 400 meters in less than a minute. He started running 400 meters in less than a minute. So this was the page number 1 and 2 explanation I will give you today. In my next video, I will be giving you page number 3 and 4 explanation. Hope you understood it. See you soon. Bye-bye.